The Chicago Bears have an undrafted gem, and he's looking to steal someone's job, and that someone might be Travis Homer. So the Chicago Bears had 2 picks in the top 9 of the 2024 NFL Draft, including the number 1 overall pick. We used that on Caleb Williams. You guys know that. But the excitement did not end after those 2 picks or even after the whole draft itself is over, and that's where we are right now. So the signing of undrafted free agents, this is always something that diehard NFL fans, they pay close attention to this. I think that's all of us, and you never know when you're going to come up with a diamond in the rough. I think the Chicago Bears may have unearthed the gem, and former Howard running back and special team standout, Ian Wheeler. First off, he's a burner. He ran a 3.3940 at the combine, and although he's not a threat to be a starting running back on this squad, Wheeler's skill set could still be particularly advantageous under the NFL's updated kickoff rules. This regime, they've shown that we desire to improve in every aspect of the game, all 3 phases. And special teams, it's so important, but it gets overlooked. We're not doing that. We already grabbed a transcendent kicker in the 4th round, Torrey Taylor. He's already becoming kind of a cult hero already. His nickname is the Punt God, and he was a lot of fun to watch in rookie camp. Personally, I just really like this Wheeler signing. We are serious about him because just last week, Ian Wheeler, he signed a 3-deal, $2.83 million contract with the Chicago Bears, including an average annual salary of $943,000 in 2024. Wheeler, he'll earn a base salary of $795,000 while carrying a cap hit of only $795,000 in turn. Wheeler, he helped lead Howard to back-to-back MEAC titles in its first ever trip to the Celebration Bowl this past season. So he hails from Houston. I'm going to go to this profile on the hilltop.com. It's his local paper at Howard. So he hails from Houston. He finished his career with nearly 2,500 all-purpose yards while returning a school record 3 kickoffs for touchdowns. He's a former walk-on. He also excelled in the classroom, and I love to see this. He's a smart guy. He earned a cumulative 3.57 GPA, and he was also named to the MEAC Commissioner's All-Academic Team. And in October 2023, the Houston product was also accepted into Howard University's medical school. That's fantastic. And he earned a degree in psychology, and he minored in chemistry. I love this kid. He's a hard worker. So he was in talks with the Bears from early April and said that he's excited to have the opportunity to show his talent on the big stage. I'm going to minimize that. You guys check out that profile. So this is from Wheeler himself. The Bears reached out to my agents at the beginning of April, and there was just a lot of mutual interest. It was super exciting to be seen as someone with priority and to be seen as someone the team can develop into someone that can make an impact for the team. It's really good to hear that. And then also, he was the first running back from Howard to sign with an NFL team, get this, since 1988 with the 217th pick, Harvey Reed. He was also selected by the Chicago Bears. Wheeler understands the work has just begun, and this is what he has to say further. Obviously, I still have a lot of work to do. I've been given an opportunity to showcase my talents and make an impact on the professional level. With that comes making more opportunities for people coming behind me, showing that Howard, they have a lot of talent to be in the NFL. So he's kind of shouldering kind of some of the rep from his college, and I like that he takes that seriously too. His impact isn't obvious. I mean, as just a passing fan, you look at his stats as far as a running back, and you're like, big deal. But we're talking about hidden yardage. It can be so important to swing games. It can happen in a moment. The return in the kickoff game simply can't be overlooked. So we need to win the field position battle at all costs, especially if a rookie quarterback. So many new pieces, great pieces, but so many new pieces that have to gel together. So let's be dynamic in the return game. And that's exactly what Wheeler is. It's a great signing. So what Wheeler brings, a combo of, I would say, blistering speed, fantastic vision. This makes him like a formidable threat, right, in the return game, while his reliable hands as a receiver, That further enhances his versatility. I mean, he can be a gadget player in this offense from time to time and from day one. He impressed at rookie camp. Let's start talking about his college career. 5'11, 205 pounds, running back and a special teamer. He racked up nearly 2,500 all-purpose yards for the Bison, while he returned to school record 3 kickoffs for touchdowns once again. So to recap, he saw action in 42 games over the past 5 seasons at Howard. He logged 177 carries for 1,154 yards, 14 touchdowns, which is good, while also he caught 23 passes for 234 yards and another score in that span. Once again, his value is primarily as a returner. And with the Bears, the 5'11", 205 pounder, he'll contribute most likely as a returner at the outset. That'll look to secure a depth road in the backfield that includes DeAndre Swift, Roschon Johnson, Khalil Herbert, and right now Travis Homer. But I can see him unseating Travis Homer from his spot on the team. He averaged 6.5 yards per carry during his career at Howard, but he also returned and covered kicks, and that's his leg up. Look at his combine numbers. He had a terrific workout, a 4.3940. He's a burner, a 38.5 vertical jump, a 10.5 broad jump, a 4.52 shuttle, 17 reps at 5'9". That's fantastic. And a 203 pounds. So let's chop this up a little more. The athletic traits for Ian Wheeler, they are absolutely obvious, right? He's got elite speed, 4.39 in the 40. Explosiveness, that 38.5-inch vertical jump shows that. It's also reflected in his RAS metric score. But it's one thing to have traits and another thing entirely to be able to put them to good use. And that's exactly what Wheeler does, especially in the return game. So I'm talking low risk, low investment. But he also fits the mold of a player being able to exploit this new kickoff rule in the NFL for 2024. It's super convoluted, but in short, the kick return game is back in the NFL, and it greatly benefits players now with return skills. I mean, in recent years, right, a player like Wheeler, he might not have had great value to NFL teams in the return game. I mean, kickoffs had virtually been eliminated. But since that's no longer the case, a team like Chicago should definitely prioritize someone with top flight return skills over a player like Travis Homer, is what I'm saying. He's made a home in the NFL in other phases of special teams, but he's not a returner. He's not a burner. And when this guy Wheeler, when he gets a head full of steam, he's just hard to track down. He has great field vision. I mean, get online and check out his highlights and see for yourself. I mean, you might be impressed. So overall, the close. This just feels like a really smart signing for the Chicago Bears after the draft, and a player who will be worth watching closely as the 2024 NFL preseason unfolds. And if he can't win a spot with the Bears, perhaps his return prowess, it'll earn him a chance elsewhere, but we have him signed. So the acquisition of Ian Wheeler by the Chicago Bears post-draft, it appears to be a shrewd move in my opinion, and with Wheeler poised to make significant impact in the return game, I can't wait to see him in the preseason as camp opens. He impressed in rookie camp. And yeah, the schedule's going to drop tonight. I'm filming this before that. I'll cover it tomorrow. It looks like our first game is going to be against the Tennessee Titans. It's probably going to be a late night game, and I'm game for that. That sounds like a lot of fun. We're also going to start in the Hall of Fame game to kick off the offseason. I still am waiting to hear. I think we're probably going to be on Hard Knocks as well. So the coverage of Chicago as one of the most interesting teams, if not the most interesting team in the NFL, is just going to continue. And let's take this time to not be pessimistic. Let's take this time to not settle into our Bears PTSD. Let's just enjoy it. And it's been a great offseason. Bear down. Thanks for joining me, and we'll talk soon. See ya.